Hello guys, this is Roger69501 and welcome to my channel. Well, on this video I'm going to give you my thoughts for the last chapter of Dark Knight 3, The Master Race. Book number 9. Now check out this cover. Awesome. Look at that. A lot of lines. But it's really neat. I like it. Although this this book is connected with issue number 8, which is connected, it's a double cover. One side we have, on here we got Superman, and the other one is Batman. I never got the chance to get it. Oh well. To the story. Well, final chapter. We see that after the big battle in Temnicida, we see that the High Priest is flying with the rest of his army. We can see, and he's kind of like talking to himself, like, "Oh, planet Earth, I'm disappointed in you because I came here to offer you my love, but all you did is hate me and give me hate when I give you love, and because you don't want to love me, well, just for that, I'm gonna kill you all. I'm gonna erase mankind from this planet just because you don't love me." Now on that planet only, I can understand why this book or the story is called The Master Race, because the Kandorians, or at least this High Priest, he believed himself to be the Master Race, that he's above everyone else, including himself. I know, don't make sense, but I think so. You know, he's kind of like, he's God gifted to mankind, that he came to Earth just to rule over mankind because, well, he's perfect. Yeah, right. So while all that's going on, we see that some of the members, they are talking to Lara because, well, they're saying like, well, you don't love our father anymore, you don't love us anymore, you care more about the humans than the Kryptonians and all that, blah, blah, blah. And then halfway we see the Green Lantern, which happens to be that guy on the desert. Remember, I think it was book number 6 or 7. Oh, that's, here it is, Green Lantern. He showed to the action. So he took the three Kandorians, and he kind of like disappeared them. Only Lara stays behind all by herself. Then from there we see a Batman and Batgirl riding the Batmobile on the middle of the desert in search for the the High Priest. The Kandorians, well, he's giving the message, the message being televised, which he says, well, look, just because of that, I'm going to erase the mankind by... Now, remember on issue number 1 or number 2, when some of his soldiers kind of become like human bombs that they let themselves drop, and once they hit the ground, they blow up with the strength of a nuclear weapon, a nuclear bomb. Well, same thing. They all have it. So kamikaze style. So he's gonna order some of his soldiers to go around the world and do kamikaze mission. The thing is that Batman knowing that, because that's the thing about this High Priest, that he talks too much. He tells all his plans to everybody. So I know. Thank God that he talks a lot. So from there we see that while he's talking all that, so Batman from his Batmobile, he kind of like activate kind of like a sonar beam, sound wave or something that calls a hundred of thousands of bats to attack the whole army of the Kandorians. So the thing is that Batman did that as part of a strategy, because he said, well, between the confusion, everybody's scared, so the Kandorians are going to use their laser beam to kill the bats. While they're doing that, they're going to be killing each other. Although Batman has no killing rule, But in this case, he doesn't mind. He kind of happy that they actually killing each other. That means he's actually happy about it. So that's what he's doing. So he's making the Kandorians kill each other by killing the bats. Look at that. So we see the high priest standing there, standing tall, surrounded by all his dead army. Just saying no. He cannot believe it that happened. So the thing is that what is left of the army, they're telling the high priest, look, we are going to leave. This is we are going to leave the planet to these ants because look, there's no way we can deal with them, and that they are inferior to us. So I think it's better we find someplace else because it's not worth it. So the thing is that the high priest, he feels like that he's been betrayed. So him with a couple more of his army or what's left of it kill more Kandorians. So actually there is nobody left but those 5 guys on the ground. So the whole army is gone. So Batman was going to deal with him, and Superman shows up and says, "Leave it to me. This is it. This is my turn now. This is my people. I'm gonna deal with them my way." So knowing Batman and us reader that we know that Superman is kind of like that he's a Boy Scout. So they start to talk and they start to beat up Superman really bad because her dog is standing there. So because he says, "I'm not gonna fight you," but the thing is that what Superman did was that he let them believe that. So that way was he blocked one of the punches, and Batman is surprised about it. So Batman starts to fight back, but real hard. And Batman says, with that punch, he just shattered the collarbone, couple of ribs, and then Batman says, "Dear God, that son of a bitch has been holding back all these years. He moves. He's already striking when he's avoiding the punch. So Superman is not holding back. I mean, he's using everything that he has to finish with these Kryptonians or Kandorian. Check that out. Awesome. Reminds me of that cartoon, Superman with Darkseid, that Superman said, "Well, this is a real moment when I don't need to hold back." Well, this happened here. So look, all the fighting, or the energy that Superman is using, and Batman, he just standing there like going like, "Oh, okay, I never saw Superman in that bad mood, but now he is." Now, this is the part of the story that I did not get. While all that's going on in the middle of the desert, guess who shows up? Ray Palmer. Look at that, the Atom guy. The Atom Man shows up. He becomes normal size while the Kandorians become shrink. So kind of like the same way that he was getting taller, the other one that we're getting shorter. Just to be miniaturized? No, it's a very hard word for me to pronounce. Anyway, so he just shrink it to end size. Look at that. And here is Red Palmer. Finally, he fixed his machine. And the thing is that they, because they were going to blow up, so they just went pop, as we can see here, because they have all that, like the nuclear weapons, nuclear energy inside of them. Because at the beginning of the book, they all drink kind of like a pill that has, I think it was a pill that contained kind of like a baby nuclear weapon or whatever. So the thing is that we have one left, which is the high priest. He's going through a lot of pain. He's saying, "This cannot be. Forget it." So when Superman was going to punch him, Lara shows up, and Superman was going to stop her daughter, but Wonder Woman says she's kind of like touch his shoulder and look at him like, "Let her be, let it go." And we see Lara taking the high priest to outer space. Like this page. Look at that. And took him to the sun. Check that out. I like how this page is done. You got a big panel here and go smaller, smaller, smaller to the sun. I like that. Very original way. Check that out. Until he died. And then from there we go back to Earth. We see people talking on TV about the economy, how it got affected by it, and this and that. And we see Batman thinking, like, why he bring me back to life? I would be a lot better if I was dead and this and that, but it did not happen. The thing is that Batgirl shows up and tell Bruce Wayne, "Are you ready to go to a patrol? And he says, yeah. But the thing is that she changed her clothes. She changed her costume. Now it's black, not green and purple like on the beginning. And she wants to be called Batwoman. And on the last page over here, look at that. We got that famous panel cover, plus we got Batwoman also. And that's how the book ends. I'm going to show you a couple of pages here, black and white. Check that out, the last pages. I like it when they do that, black and white. You get to see the pencils and stuff. You get a chance to appreciate the art when it's in black and white more than when it's in color. And that's how it ends. Oh, I like this, black and white. Check that out. And that's how it ends. So the Guardians are dead, Earth is safe, Batman died, brought back to life by the Lazarus pit, but younger. There is no more Batgirl. Now it's Batwoman. We have a Commissioner Gordon. We have Flash. We got Green Lantern. We got Ray Palmer. I would say that this story was more or less kind of like the Renaissance or bringing together back the Justice League. That's what it feels like to me. So to this story, the end, I like the end of it. I was expecting some of the ending, maybe a little more, although it was dramatic, but I was expecting something different, kind of point out exactly what. But overall, I like it. It was a fun run. I have to admit it, it was a fun story. So if you never read it, give it a try. You can find it anywhere. I will recommend to read this whole series, yes, because it was a fun story. Now, if you haven't read the first one, Dark Knight Returns, you can watch the animated movie. More or less, is the same thing. I know that the comics always better than when they do movies, but since Dark Knight Return is a two-parter animated movie, so it's more really close to the main story of the comic books. The second one, I never read it, but even though you haven't read the first one or the second book, and you get to read this one like I did, you get to enjoy it as it is. It's like you don't need the other ones. I guess if you can read it on the internet, what happened with the first book and the second, you get more or less an idea what happened. But you don't need to actually. At least to me, I don't need to read first book and the second book to understand this one. So to me, this is okay. Now I'm gonna give you my thoughts as a whole thing, but before that, I want to show you the covers again, just in case that some of you missed it. Here's book number 1. I love it. Book number 2. Book number 3, The Matrix. Wait, this is book number 4. This is book number 3. I got it all wrong. My apologies. Okay, this is 5. This is 6. 7. 8. And 9. Okay. The best cover, before I continue, is gotta be the best cover to me. It has to be. I love this one, although I like this one also, but this one I like the most. The first one, just because it's black and white. Simplicity sometimes is better. I love this cover. That's it, just black and white. Okay. Overall, well, what I think about the story, like I said before, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I hope that I will recommend that you will read it. Yes, because I really like it. Now, to me, this story was kind of like an excuse to create the Justice League, also to an excuse to recreate Bruce Wayne, because I mean, think of it. On the story, I mean, Bruce Wayne, he's already in what, on his mid 70s, maybe on his mid 80s. That is really old physically. He cannot do what Batman used to do, and he died. So that if DC Comic wants to continue doing Dark Knight books, they had to figure out a way how to bring it to continue to use Bruce Wayne in a way that would make sense. And for that, well, kill the old Bruce Wayne, and bring the young Bruce Wayne. And that's what they did. Just kind of, it's an excuse to use the young Bruce Wayne to continue doing more Dark Knight books in the future. Whether they do it or not, I don't know. But to me, they used this series for that purpose, to have a young Bruce Wayne, to bring the Justice League, because we have Aquaman, Flash, Green Lantern, Superman, Batman, Batwoman, and Supergirl, which is Superman's daughter. So actually we basically have the Justice League right there. So overall, I would give this whole series, I would give it 4.5 out of 5, because it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Not perfect, so it doesn't get the 5 points out of 5, but I will give it 4.5 out of 5 because it was good. And that's it, guys. Well, guys, I hope that you like this video. Till later. Bye.